the Apostle Andrew, shares his concerns with Jesus during a late-night conversation. After the revelation of Jesus that he was the Son of God, Andrew, the leader of the apostles, made it his task to have a personal, in-depth conversation about this with each of his brothers. He had useful and encouraging talks with all his companions, except Judas Iscariot. Andrew had never built a real bond of trust with Judas, so their conversations were never open and confidential in nature. But after their talk, Andrew was troubled by Judas' attitude. So much that late at night, when all the other apostles were asleep, he went to find Jesus and presented his concern. Jesus listened to the worried words and said, "It is not misplaced that you come to me with this matter, but we can do nothing more about it. You must only continue to place your fullest trust in this apostle, and tell nothing to the others about this conversation." This was all Andrew could elicit from Jesus. There was always a certain distance between this man from Judea and his brothers from Galilee. Judas, who had been a former follower of John the Baptist, was shocked by the death of his old teacher. He often felt deeply hurt by the rebukes Jesus had given him on various occasions. He was disappointed when Jesus refused to be proclaimed king, and humiliated when they had to flee for the Sanhedrin. He felt resentment towards Jesus when he refused to accept the challenge of the Pharisees to perform a miraculous sign. He could not understand that Jesus consistently refused to resort to displays of his supernatural power. Judas missed the excitement of the crowds. Each of the other apostles was also influenced to some extent by trials and adversity, but over time they had come to love Jesus. They must have loved the Master more than Judas did, for they stayed with him to the bitter end. Judas felt personally offended when Jesus warned the apostles, "Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees." He was inclined to take these words as a veiled reference to himself. But Judas's great fault was this. Whenever Jesus sent his apostles away to pray in isolation, Judas did not seek sincere communion with the spiritual forces of the universe, but indulged in thoughts of human fear. His reason kept doubting Jesus' mission, and he continued to give in to his unfortunate tendency to harbor feelings of revenge. And now Jesus wanted to take his apostles to Mount Hermon. Some of them had been present at his baptism in the Jordan and had witnessed the beginning of his career as the Son of Man. Now Jesus wished that some of them would also be present to witness the evidence that he was indeed the Son of God by seeing him in the company with heavenly beings. Consequently, on Friday morning, August 12th, Jesus said, "Gather supplies and prepare for a journey to that mountain over there, where the Spirit directs me to go. There we will prepare for the final phase of my mission on earth. I want to take you there with me so that you may be strengthened for the difficult time that lies ahead of you."